So we have our last team coming up. You ready for this? You ready for the Toronto Maple Leafs?
What a shocker, Matt. I can't believe you.
Mm-hmm. You know. Maybe the listeners haven't been paying attention, but you know. So let's get into it here. This is the last team for the Atlantic Division. The Toronto Maple Leafs were second in the Atlantic with a 54-21-7 record, 115 points. Third in the East and fourth in the league with head coach Sheldon Keefe. So here we go. They lost a few players here. They lost Peter Mrazek to the Blackhawks, Colin Blackwell again to the Blackhawks, goalie Jack Campbell, Ilya Lyubushkin, Ilya Mikheyev, and Andrei Kosh. They signed goalie Ilya Samsonov from the Capitals, Nicholas Aube-Kubel, Adam Gaudette, Cal Yankrok, and Pierre Engvall. Notable UFAs is actually Jason Spezza, another big name just like Joe Thornton. He had 12 goals and 13 assists last season. The 39-year-old entered the league in 2002 with the Ottawa Senators, so we might be seeing a Jason Spezza retirement, or if someone could give him like one more year here too. So they have two trades here.
I am pulling my hair out while you talk right now.
Why?
I am so fucking baffled that you have these guys first.
Oh my God! Can we talk about this after I do the
no,
trades?
dude. Like, I can't sit here any longer. This is insane.
I have the Toronto Maple Leafs in first.
Oh, you have them winning the division?
I have them winning the division.
Oh, after moving on from Mrazek and Jack Campbell.
Yep.
And now they have Matt Murray
and Ilya Samsonov.
Oh my God, you're fucking insane.
I know it sounds weird.
Oh.
Let's talk about it. Let me do the trades first.
I can't sit here any longer.
You
I gotta
ripping
go.
your hair off?
I am, dude. This is insane.
Oh, okay.
This is the hottest take I've ever seen in my life.
Hot take right now. We'll see how it'll look in a couple months from now. So the Leafs traded goalie Peter Mrazek and the 2022 first-round pick to the Chicago Blackhawks in exchange for the 2022 second-round pick. That pick was Fraser Minton from the Kamloops Blazers of the WHL. The Leafs also traded future considerations to the Ottawa Senators in exchange for our guy, goalie Matt Murray, the 2023 third-round pick and 2024 seventh-round pick. So they got some picks there, too. So let's talk about Austin Matthews real quick because
the Rocket.
The Rocket, man. 60 goals, which is most in the league, and 46 assists. He's tied for fifth in the league in points with 106, tied for third in the league in power play goals with 16. Just Austin Matthews can get it done. Actually, there's like two other things that I was going to put in here, but I'm like, no, we already get a list going with this guy. I mean, just look at these guys, man. Just look what they have here. All right, you picking that up? Morgan Riley here, 10 goals and 58 assists, career high and tied for fifth in the league among defensemen. Also sixth in the league among defensemen in points with 68 points. This is a team that can get things done. I think Matt Murray. I'm going to do one more statistic for you because you're over there just still pulling your head over there. You're shaking
I am
your head
befuddled,
right
dude.
now.
I just can't. I can't. I don't respect you anymore.
All right. Matt Murray had a little bounce back season with a 3.05 GAA. The previous season, he was 3.38. And then he also had a .906 save percentage, where the previous season was a .893.
Ooh.
He also had a 5-12-2 record last season. This is a guy coming from the Ottawa Senators, although I just kind of shit-talked him when we were talking about the Ottawa Senators. And then they picked up Ilya Samsonov for a 3.02 GA, .896 save percentage, and 23-12-5 record last season. So, goaltending's not looking good. But this is a all-offensive team, the Toronto Maple Leafs. And, they were second league last season.
Yes, I agree. They were. And
Second
I think
not the league, sorry.
I think any team that moves on from both of their goalies, any team that moves on from both of their goalies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even if they bring in the two best goalies, well, I shouldn't say that, right? If they brought in like Vasilevsky, Shesterkin as your 1 and 2, they're going to do better. You bring in like two, I don't know, 8 through 16 goalies, number 8 through number 16 statistically.
Right.
You bring in two of those goalies from whatever two you had before, I don't think that you can be as good as you were the season before. You've just changed so much about the team, so much about the locker room, how a goalie plays with the defenseman, the forwards, everything. Regardless of all that, right? Like we'll go for like row by row on this one, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me if it's a good thing or a bad thing. The lines as we go. Michael Bunting, Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner. Good or bad?
Good.
Alexander Kerfoot, John Tavares, William Nylander.
William Nylander, Tavares, I'd say 2 out of 3 there.
No, just like the line in general. Good or
just
bad?
good,
right? Pierre Engvall, David Kampf, Kalle Jarnkrok. potentially bad, right?
Potentially bad.
Potentially bad.
Yeah.
Wayne Simmons, Adam Gaudette, Nicholas Aube-Kubel.
Aube-Kubel, like Wayne Simmons is gonna get that job done, just like what we were talking about. Who's the guy? Andre Palat that we're talking.
That's potentially good. I'll
Yeah.
give you that. It's a potentially good fourth
Potentially good
line.
fourth
That's where I'll call that.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan Riley and Timothy Liljegren on defense.
Yeah, I mean he played his first full NHL season last season, so
Potentially bad.
potentially, yeah.
Potentially bad, right?
Okay, yep.
Jake Muzzin, TJ Brody.
Okay, yep, good guy, local guy.
Jake Muzzin is like the scapegoat of the Toronto Maple Leafs. They fucking hate him. Potentially bad.
He only played 47 games last season, but go on.
Mark Giordano, one of the worst players in the league last season. And Justin Hall. Bad. And now in net, we have Matt Murray and Ilya Samsonov. I don't see how this team can get it done. Yes, I agree that the top 6 are very good. But, dude, you think they're going to win the division?
They put money into the top 2 lines.
Oh, yeah, they did, which isn't smart. You got to spread it out. You got to spread the wealth. You can't pay one guy $10 million and then fill up a roster of $750K guys.
I'm gonna throw a curveball at you even more.
Yeah.
I can compare Matt Murray to Darcy Kemper right now.
They're the same?
In a certain sense, put Darcy Kemper back on like some team that's like 6th, and you're gonna see Matt Murray. Whereas Matt Murray is gonna be that Darcy Kemper on the Colorado Avalanche.
No, if you put Matt Murray on the Avalanche, they are finishing in outside of the playoffs.
Think so?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. I think it's the guys in front of him that's gonna help him out.
Oh, yeah, I think so too. The guys in front of Matt Murray aren't Cale Makar. There isn't a good defenseman on this team, really. No offense to the guys.
Right.
Morgan Riley, Timothy Liljegren is your top line. Muzzin, Brody, Giordano, and Hall. They don't really have any defensemen, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a good team in front of him. He has good forwards. If he's going to win a game, it's going to be 7-6. And if he's going to lose a game, it's going to be 8-0. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't see. I can't, dude. And with all of that, I still put them in the 3rd spot.
Wow.
I still think they're a good team, but man, this is another. I wouldn't even call it a puzzle piece. It's just Toronto's gonna Toronto at the end of the day. Wow, I was baffled that you put them first.
Baffled.
I would have rather have seen Tampa and Ottawa 1 and 2.
That's my hot take.
Oh, that is a hot take.
I needed a hot take for these picks.
That's good. Yeah,
This is
I
my
like
hot
it.
take.
Yeah, it had me fucking thrown for a loop.
It
Jesus
did.
Christ.
That's my hot take. Mainly because again, last season they were 2nd in the Atlantic, and I'm like, you know what? What if I throw them first, even with all this going on?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, I've thrown some gambles out there too. You know what I mean?